then let me see. Tum, 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 tum. How can I put the connection from to this place? Equitable. Mhm. How can I share the link place of this second live in Twitter? Which is the link? How can I do this? I'm trying.
What do you need to share?
The link to this place, to this scenario in second life in
Oh,
Twitter. You have the link?
the landmark is
Yeah, that's Nur. Exactly. Yes.
okay. It's at the top. You know,
Okay.
the URL.
Okay. And I
Click on it
copied that.
and
Okay.
copy. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Uh-huh. And in YouTube, yep, I can copy that. You have the link?
The landmark is
Yeah, that's Nur. Exactly. Yes.
okay. It's at the top. You know, the URL.
Okay.
Click
I
on
copied
it
that.
and
Okay. Uh-huh. And in
okay.
YouTube,
It
yeah.
it's 10 a.m. now, so we can start. We can start.
Yes, of course. Okay, I will begin. Excuse me. Right now I come back to this great event conference of Victor World's best practice in the education. I like very much. Okay, I will begin. Excuse me. And now okay, I will be beginning to the presentation. Thank you for all to coming. Uh, Let me put enter. Okay, okay, okay. This title of this spotlight proposal is a proposal for the design of a didactic model based on the metaverse from an inclusive teaching perspective. My name is Christian Jonathan Angel Rueda, and I'm from Mexico. Hi for everyone, and thank you for coming right now. Um, and my name. Oh, I will change to a second slide. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is an honor to be here today to present a proposal for the design of a didactic model that leverages the potential of the metaverse for enhancing the learning experiences of all students. This proposal is based on peer research and investigation, and we are still in the process of exploring and developing this idea. The objectives of this presentation are to provide a clear understanding of the concept of the metaverse, to showcase the potential of a 3D immersive digital environment for inclusive teaching, and to outline the proposed didactic model. We believe that the use of the metaverse in education has the potential to realize the way we learn and connect with others, and we look forward to sharing our ideas and findings with you today. Well, we begin with the metaverse first. The metaverse is a term that has been gaining increasing attention in recent years, and it refers to a virtual world or a collective space that exists in a digital realm. The metaverse is a space where users can interact with each other, objects, and environments in real time, creating a unique and immersive experiences. The metaverse offers endless possibilities for education and entertainment, and it has the potential to revolutionize the way we learn and connect with others. The concept of the metaverse is not new, and it has been explored in various forms in works of science fiction for decades. However, with the advances in technology and the increasing accessibility of virtual worlds, the metaverse is becoming a reality. One of the key benefits of the metaverse is its ability to create immersive and interactive experiences that can change the learning experiences in the metaverse. Students can explore virtual environments, interact with objects and other users, and exchange enhanced learning experiences. This can help to make education more accessible and engaging, and it can also help to break down barriers such as physical mobility or learning difficulties. Another benefit of the metaverse is its potential to foster collaboration and community. In the metaverse, students can work together in virtual teams, participate in virtual events and activities, and connect with other users around the world. This can help to build a sense of community and belonging, and it can also help to create a new opportunities for students to learn and grow. In conclusion, from this slide, the metaverse offers an essential new platform for education and entertainment, and it has the potential to revolutionize the way to learn and connect with others. While the metaverse is still in its early stage of development, we believe that it has the potential to create new opportunities and possibilities for education and for entertainment. Now we could change to the slide is that 3D immersive digital environments. This is important for our research. Well, welcome to this discussion of 3D immersive digital environments. As part of my research of my PhD, and I connect with the metaverse exactly because it's important to understand that. Okay? These virtual reality spaces are the forefront of innovation in education, offering limitless possibilities for exchanging the learning experiences for all students. When considering the user experiences and interaction in 3D ideas, it is essential to analyze the format of the environment provided by the technology platform and how the users connect to the system. The user experience can be divided into the overarching concepts: three-dimensional digital perceptual immersion and ludic narrative immersion. The former refers to the way that the user perceives the immersion in 3D ideas, while the latter describes the experiences of being in a 3D idea. This is more important to understand because it will be changing to understand the connection with this idea of this inclusive teaching. The four categories of space, time, body, and identity play a critical role in shaping the user's perception of interactive even in 3D ideas. These categories can be seen as a key factor in fostering inclusive learning experiences. For example, the organization of the virtual space can greatly influence the user perception. A well-designed virtual space that is easily it is important here, navigable, can help create a sense of comfort and relationship for the user, while a cluttered or confusing virtual space can lead to fear of anxiety or retention. Yeah, and the design is important here. Timing is also a crucial factor in the user perception of the interaction event. Sudden incursions into the system can cause feelings of anxiety, or waiting too long for answers can lead to frustration or disappointment. The user's body also plays a significant role in the user's perception of the interactive event in classes. If the user feels nervous or apprehensive about participating in a 3D ideas, maybe in any virtual world metaverse, this feeling will manifest in nervous or even unconscious terror. However, if the user is willing and engaged with a 3D idea and explore it with pleasure, this can greatly facilitate their experiences. Not all the scenarios in virtual worlds with metaverse are make good. No, and we attend to that and attend how to the experiences is important for inclusion. Finally, the ability to create new identities. Identity, yes, within a computer system can help learners overcome their limitations and advance as an individuals and collectively. On the one hand, it allows for self-exploration within a personal and interpersonal context. But on the other hand, it also opens the door for potential manipulations or creation of alter ego. Yes, not in all cases it's only good. It's maybe you have to overview the bad things that it became with all that. You have to understand that. In conclusion, consider the key categories of space, time, body, and identity is crucial in making 3D ideas inclusive and accessible to all learners. It is also important to address the challenge of making the best use of new immersive technologies in a sustainable and accessible way. That's so important, given the limited budgets available to both instructors and students. By exploring free or open source platforms and researching best practice in their use of facility, we can change the learning experiences for all students and create uncommon realities in the classroom. Okay, we're changing to another slide. This slide is the inclusive teaching in the metaverse. And we will hear the explanation about this that is so important. The design of the proposed metaverse-based didactic model is centered on providing an inclusive and equitable learning experiences for all students. The utilization of 3D ideas eliminates barriers for students with physical disabilities or learning difficulties, make education more accessible to all. Sample. The accessibility technologies that can be integrated into the metaverse-based learning environments include text-to-speech, like right now, or translation software, making the environment accessible to a range of learners. Additionally, the use of authors can express themselves. This is so important. The sign language in the sign language can also be used to cater individuals with learning difficulties. Yes. And right now, with all the AI technologies, with the artificial intelligence and all of the things, we can make fantastic avatars with using this capture sign languages. Very interesting about that. Yes. Moreover, the metaverse environment also offers a wealth of opportunities for teachers to make their classes more inclusive regardless of the subject matter they are teaching. For instance, the use of virtual simulations can provide students with hands-on experiences. This is so important with the need for physical equipment or supplies. Yes, that's important. In summary, the metaverse-based didactic model is a step towards creating a more inclusive learning environment where all students have equal opportunities to learn, regardless of their disabilities or difficulties. By learning the potential of the metaverse and the three ideas, the proposed didactic model has the potential to revolutionize the way we approach inclusive education. The use of assistive technologies and virtual simulations can break down barriers to inclusivity, making education accessible to all students regardless of their abilities. The identity is so well. Right now, here in this photography, I put it in the slide, you know, the identity is so changing and it can be realistic, or realistic, however you want. But well, the proposed didactic model. This is a new slide. The written line of this that we are trying to understand all the opportunities of all the type of different metaverse with VR, with augmented reality, with extended reality, with mixed reality. Oh, this is why the 3D idea is not only one type of metaverse. Okay? Not only one type. We are trying to understand all the way because maybe some persons are right now here don't like the VR, but like to be entered the metaverse in 3D in a 3D third person immersive, not in first person. This is why we have to understand that very well. Okay? Participants will acquire skills in the use of virtual world technology for inclusive learning. Explanation. The proposed didactic model will be designed to teach students, look that, to be designed to teach students how to use virtual world technology. Yes, it's interesting with this thing I am saying. Particularly the metaverse for inclusive learning. This model will go beyond traditional education practice, where the teacher is the sole transmitter and the student is the receiver now. Right now, not that. Instead, it will be based on a digital pedagogy pedagogy, and collective intelligence, where both parties contribute to the construction of knowledge. The focus of this model will be on the use of the metaverse for educational purposes, taking into account the importance of accessibility. It is so important, the importance of accessibility in hardware or in software, okay? And inclusive for all individuals, regardless of their social or physical abilities. Yes, right now we have many types of metaverse, of virtual worlds, and the teacher and students can decide between her experiences and her abilities, and how if they don't have VR headers, okay, go to a computer. You don't have a computer, you have a tablet or you have a smartphone, go on. And this is important to understand that for the for this proportional didactic model. In order to achieve these objectives, the model will incorporate hands-on experiences and simulations in the metaverse. This will allow students to directly experience and understand the potential of virtual world technology for inclusive learning. Additionally, lessons on how to use assistive technology to make the metaverse accessible to all learners will also be included. These technologies could range from text to speech and translation software to avatar cards and express themselves in some language. It's important to note that this model would also take into consideration the importance of multi-platform accessibility to 3D immersive digital environments. By incorporating this approach, the proposed didactic model will aim to create an inclusive learning environment for all students regardless of their abilities or access technology. And let me say today that I am in the pandemic moment, I teach at the same time with one class in three different metaverse virtual worlds. And why? Because all don't have the same opportunity of the technology. And this is why the important the consideration of the multi-platform accessibility. And this is why it's not only, oh, I like only this metaverse, oh, I don't like that metaverse. We need to understand that we have all the technologies to create a class in the same time with different virtual worlds, with, and including all the persons with activities and create knowledge. Okay? In conclusion, the proposed ERT model is designed to provide students with the skills and knowledge necessary to use virtual worlds. This is why I say that. Technology, specifically the metaverse, for the inclusive learning. It will encourage the adoption of digital pedagogy and collective intelligence and will provide accessible inclusive on students. Okay, change to another slide. Connection to uncommon realities. And I like very much this title, Connection to Uncommon Realities with Inclusion. And I like very much that this mega event, Virtual World Best Practice in Education, have this idea of connection to uncommon realities. And I will try to connect these ideas, our the model we are making. Okay? The proposed didactic model aligns with a conference theme of exploring and using new technologies to change education and create uncommon realities in the classroom. By utilizing the metaverse, we can create a learning environment that is not only immersive and interactive, but also breaks down barriers and improves the learning experiences for all students. and more when in your country don't have all the same technology for all the students. In my university, we have students that have VR and students that only have a smartphone. It's so important that how to we want to be inclusive, but that technology is part of how to make the first step of this inclusion. Because not only have, like in my image, if you look the image that I put here, one student have the VR, the professor have a tablet, over there have, if you look the image, look the image please. Tablet, smartphone, computer, and all are connected, maybe in different metaverse or in the same metaverse. Because right now, the most important metaverse are the metaverse that have the connection with different ways of connecting to this metaverse with VR, with smartphone, with uh, tablet, with computer. This is important. This is why of the image for these connections. One of the key advantages of the using the metaverse is the ability to leverage artificial intelligence. Yes, I have to put here the artificial intelligence because it's changing how to make metaverse, how quickly we make the 3D objects right now, how can make audiovisual videos, etc., etc. It's so important. I have potentialized the metaverse and virtual worlds thinking about the artificial intelligence that we are having right now for all the persons. Yes. Artificial intelligence can be used to personalize the learning experiences for each student based on their individual needs and preferences. Yes, right now in my laboratory, metaverse and virtual worlds are making that with a bot, with AI, artificial intelligence, and making many interesting things. Yes. Um, Additionally, artificial intelligence can also be used to create new and innovative ways of teaching and learning that were previously impossible. Yes, maybe we are interacting with in a class of mathematics with our the person that writes something over many years ago, and it's an avatar with artificial intelligence with the same way of connection, and we stood about that person and the narrative of that bot. It will feel to the students that are talking with the person about many years ago make that mathematical approach. Well, many things that we have in mind about that. Make incorporation artificial intelligence into the metaverse, we can create a truly inclusive learning environment that is accessible to all students, regardless of their abilities or disabilities. This will allow students with disabilities or other challenges to participate in a learning experience on an equal footing with their peers and will help to break down barriers to education. Yes. Ultimately, the goal of the proposed didactic model is to create a learning environment that is not only inclusive and equitable, but also innovative and engaging. By leveraging the power of the metaverse and artificial intelligence, we can create a new reality in the classroom that we will inspire and empower students. This is important. Empower students to reach their full potential. Okay, the change. Mhm. Conclusions. Yes, we are going to the conclusions. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have shared my ideas with you. A proposal for a metaverse-based didactic model that right now is in construction. I have some ideas, okay? Uh, that has changed, potential to change the way we approach education. Our goal is to create an inclusive and equitable learning experiences for all students, regardless of their physical abilities or learning difficulties. By using the technology of 3D ideas, we can break down barriers and change the learning experiences for everyone. everyone. The use of metaverse technology has the potential to revolutionize the way we learn and connect with others. The immersive and interactive environments that the metaverse provides opens up new possibilities for inclusive learning and helps to break down barriers such as physical mobility or learning difficulties. Artificial intelligence will also play a key role in ensuring these immersive digital environments, particularly metaverse, and provide new opportunities for inclusive learning. Because it's the uh, immersive learning, immersive learning with artificial intelligence. Oh my goodness, it will be a new change way to teaching in inclusive learning. In conclusion, the proposed metaverse-based didactic model aligns with a conference theme of exploring and using new technologies to change education and create uncommon realities in the classroom. I believe that this proposal has the potential to have a significant impact on education, and I look forward to discussion it further with all of you about these ideas and how my research can help all the teachers and students. Thank you for your time and your attention. I hear your thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Berlin and Luna. Thank you, amazing presentation, Chris. Thank you. Thanks. I want to hear your ideas, your proposals. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hear your questions if you have a proposal or main direction I have to go if I forgot something or something. Yes, if you have any question or comments, please put them in the text chat and I will be answering what you want.